drinking coffee at the lodge. We camped. We ended up finding a campsite like right above the lodge. We didn't think there would be any more spots. But here we are, walked down for coffee this morning. Gonna do some light reading. It is almost 12:30 and we still haven't left the lodge. We got vortexed so hard here. We ended up waiting until 11 o'clock for them to start serving lunch so that we can eat something before we hit the trail, which is why we haven't left yet. We're hoping to do 19 miles at least today. It should be like pretty flat today, so I'm confident that we should be able to do it. We might have to eat dinner on the trail and then keep going afterwards, but definitely worth hanging out here all day. There's gonna be so much sand in my shoes after this day is over. And it's all because I think Mount Hood is just one giant pile of sand. So I think our game plan is we're gonna do 9 more, which makes today a 21-mile day, starting at noon, which is impressive. Super late start to the day, but we're gonna get to camp later, which is fine. But I think we might push for a 30-mile day tomorrow because it's pretty flat, and if we wake up early enough, we'll pull into Olali Lake, which is a beautiful little resort town, and I really want to watch the sunset over the lake. It's so pretty. So I'm hoping we could do 30 miles tomorrow. And then after that, it's just a few more days until Bend, Oregon, which we're hoping if we can do enough miles, we may be able to take a 0, but it may be a double Nero. We'll see. These guys are not shy at all. Morning. It is 8 o'clock. We just left camp. I ended up letting Park sleep in a little more. He had a rough night. I think he had like acid reflux or just heartburn, but he was up several times throughout the night and I felt bad waking up at like 6 a.m. so I let him sleep a little more. But I think we're going for a 30 today. Gonna see how we're feeling. I'm hopeful that we can get it done. It's fairly flat, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, so we are 11 miles in to our day so far. We're just feeling so tired, drained. It's hard to imagine doing a 30-mile day today. We're 19 miles away from Olali Lake Resort, which is our end goal. Worst case scenario, we stop a few miles early and we don't do a 30. But we'll get close and then we'll wake up super early and watch the sunrise over Olali Lake because I just really want to watch either the sunset or the sunrise at the lake. But yeah, we're just tired. Like mentally, just not really in the game today, which makes it hard. Parks is feeling the itch, and he says, I need to catch this. You getting itchy?
I'm so itchy, I need some cream.
Ooh, where is he?
Keep going for it.
I know we're going to be hiking through a lot of burn areas. I think this is the beginning, which is unfortunate. Wildfires suck, and to see all the damage that these fires can cause, and it takes years and years and years and years for these forests to recover after this amount of damage. Yeah, it sucks. But also, It's like dangerous to camp in because all the trees around you are dead and they will topple over eventually. So it's just like not the safest, and now we have to kind of be really picky and mindful of where we set up camp for the night. That might mean pushing a lot more miles than we would like. But I think our goal is Judith Lake, or Jude Lake, I think. It's gonna be about a 26-mile day, and we have about 8 miles left. Someone wants our chips. So we're 20 miles into our day, and I think we're gonna call it. There's just not a lot of great campsites, and we just passed a great one, and we're exhausted. I don't think we got enough rest last night because we just have been feeling so drained all day. So I think we're just gonna call it an early night. Like, why not? Nobody's forcing us to hike a 30 today but ourselves, and we're just not feeling it. And that's okay. Well, we're about to leave our meadow. We had a wonderful time last night. Did a whole lot of berry picking, and I washed my hair, which was amazing. We woke up last night to the most incredible stars, but this morning I don't know if you can tell, but the sun's really red today, and it's super hazy out, and I think that means there's smoke in the air, which means there's a wildfire somewhere, and the smoke is blowing over in our area. And I'm just hoping that it's nothing too crazy. Hopefully it won't affect us too much, and hopefully it won't get worse. Just made it to mile 600, so took a little berry break. Found some really good ones. I think my hands will just perpetually be stained in berry juice at all times. Look at that. So a lot of hikers kind of lose control of their bladder out here because you just never have to hold it. So as soon as an urge hits you, you can just go wherever, which is problematic because eventually your body can't really hold it anymore. So like as soon as you get hit with an urge, you have about 10 seconds to take your pack off and find a spot to pee. And I didn't make it. I did not make it. I peed my pants again. I did it 2 years ago when I first attempted the PCT, and I did it just now at 30 years old. Here we have a hiker spotted in his natural habitat. What you picking?
Berries, blueberries.
We found a jackpot of huge plump blueberries. We're collecting. So Parks just booked a hotel in Bend, Oregon. We should be there in 2.5 days. It's just one night, so I think we might do a double Nero at the Super 8. There's a hot tub, breakfast included. Only $113, which is by far the cheapest option we've seen so far. This is our first hotel stay, other than like staying on the floor in Stehekin with Maverick. I don't really count that though. So this is our first hotel stay, which is pretty impressive that we've gone all through Washington and a lot of Oregon without needing a place to stay. That's just because our friends are amazing and have hosted us and have taken good care of us. But I'm excited. Hotels are fun. Walking through the burn area. And it just goes on and on and on. So we just made it to Olali Lake Resort. And it's definitely smoky. As you can see, you can't even see, I think that's Mount Adams. There's a wildfire east of us, nothing too concerning. So hopefully the smoke will clear up soon. But we are at a cash-only general store with zero cash on us. So we show up knowing that we won't be able to buy anything, knowing that it's gonna be torture. But I was like, at least we can eat lunch in a pretty spot. The owner comes out because he knew we didn't have any cash, and he gives us $8 and he's like, buy yourself a cold drink and just pay it forward later down the line. And I cannot believe that amount of kindness that we just received, because he probably runs into hikers all the time who don't have cash. So why on earth would he give us money, you know? And I was like, I promise I'll pay it forward. So anyways, we're gonna get ourselves a cold one. It's been pretty hot today, so we saw this lake and decided that we needed to jump in, even though we've got some miles to do. So quick in and out and time to go. See how smoky it is? And that's actually Mount Jefferson, not Mount Adams or whatever I said before. Also, it is really hot. This has just been a brutal climb. We're going up the pass. It's really smoky, I'm sure you can tell. It's just been really steep, and I just passed a SOBO hiker who's going down all of this behind me. It's pretty steep, and she was hurting. Like, I could tell she was having the same type of knee issues that I dealt with 2 years ago, and she could barely move, and my heart hurt for her. I know how much it sucks to hike like that, and to know how far away you are from help or just relief. Ugh, I felt for her just now. Oh, God. Eating a snow cone. Thank you very much, Papa.
Yes, Papa duties.
And watching this very smoky sunset. Almost over the pass. Wow. This is incredible. These rocks are treacherous, y'all. Oh, geez. You can't even enjoy the view because you have to look at your feet the whole time.
Fly rod, but I have like a little Tinkara fly rod that I've been using, and it broke the other day.
All right, we made it to camp. 23-mile day, some big climbs, some really amazing views. Today was amazing. We actually just started hiking with Aquash and Victor in the last few miles, and they are joining us tonight for camp, which is much welcomed. We love camping with fellow SOBO hikers, so I don't know if we'll be able to keep up with them, but they're awesome. But man, what a good day. Such a good day.
Yeah, I think that like one of the craziest things is hearing about the people from India who come here and they're like, oh yeah, there's no need.
Good morning. So today is our 30-mile day, I think. We're feeling pretty good. I feel weirdly well rested, even though we did not get enough rest because we were hanging out with Victor and Aquash last night. It's been really fun camping and hiking with them. I think they're gonna go for a 30-mile day today too. But man, there's so many international hikers out here. I would say like 50% of hikers out here are foreign, and it's part of what makes this trail so amazing. I mean, in a way, it feels like we're uniting nations out here, and you just commune together, and the fact that we're all out here doing the same thing, you just gain this like mutual respect for one another, and it's so fun to learn about each other's cultures and countries, and they're great. We love them. We love international hikers. We love We love that they're a part of this trail, and it's just an aspect of many different layers of what makes the PCT so amazing. There's Trash Can going for the FKT for the second time. He got it in 2016. Here's crew helping him. Pretty amazing. Ew, nice meeting you. Woo!
Do you just take buns and he's just eating buns?
Egg sandwich.
Egg sandwich.
Whatever goes down, goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Nice.
So that was so cool that we got to meet Carl, or Trash Can, and his crew that's supporting him during his FKT attempt. So FKT means fastest known time, and he got it in 2016. He lost it to someone else, and he's reclaiming it again for himself. He's averaging like 60, 65 miles a day, which is crazy. To put it in perspective, he started from the Mexican border 30 days ago and has gone straight through ever since, even the Sierras. Like, it's just wild. Also, he has the FKT for the Appalachian Trail as well, I believe, which I don't keep up with FKTs all that much, so if you're watching this and you do and I say something wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know a whole lot, but I do know that he's a big deal, and the fact that we got to hang out with him and his crew was pretty sweet. And I think they should be done in like a little less than 2 weeks, which is crazy. Smoke is a lot thicker today as it was yesterday. You can actually smell it now. I'm not really used to wildfires because we don't have them in North Carolina really. So it's hard for me to know, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to take smoke. Like, does that mean there's a wildfire near me? Seems like nobody is concerned about it, so I won't be either. Just took a little swim. And now we have 18 miles left.
18, 19.
Can we do it?
Folgers is in my hike. So I'm good.
So smoky. Check that out. It's smoky, but it's still pretty epic. I have the strangest cravings whenever I'm like really hungry or really thirsty, and all I could think about is a glass of ice cold orange juice, and I don't even drink orange juice ever. So I ate it in front of some SOBO hikers, and it wasn't even really my fault. I stepped too close to the side of the trail where I guess it was eroding a little bit, and it just gave way, and I just took such a tumble, and I tweaked my knee when I fell, and that was maybe an hour and a half ago, and it's kind of becoming an issue now. It's not really painful, but it's giving me problems, and it's definitely holding me back, and I'm just trying to take it easy so it doesn't get worse. And I'm gonna try and take a good stretch and a decent break in this lake coming up.
Yeah, it's like doesn't make a difference. Yeah, it's just you are going to get.
Okay, change of plans because this is below down city over here. I mean, you're basically going 1 mile per hour because of the amount of blowdowns we're dealing with. So there's a camp in about, I think, 2 miles And we're gonna call it there and do like a, I think, 26-mile day. But this has been, we're just not gonna make ourselves miserable and do a 30 today. Everyone has a different approach. Good morning. This is where we camped last night. Although we had no idea what this place looked like in the daylight because we pulled up into camp. That's where we cowboy camped. We pulled up into camp at like 9:30, 9, started eating dinner at 10, and then went to bed at like 11:30. So we're pretty tired, but today is town day. Aquash and Victor left at like 5 in the morning, which means they probably have like 5 hours of sleep. I don't know how they do it. Could not get out of bed this morning. But we're hoping, so we've got 8 miles, a lot of blowdowns. Hopefully we can make some good time and get into Bend. First and only climb of the day done. That felt good. It is quite smoky today. We've heard a couple updates on the fire situation. It's not great. There's still no closures or anything like that. But there are several fires around Oregon that can become problematic if they are not under control. So let's keep our fingers crossed that things will get better by the time we get back on trail. Potentially tomorrow, maybe the next day. I vote tomorrow. Parks definitely wants to take a 0.
Hey, I'm not saying anything specific.
Look, guys, mountain goats. Jeez, I just slipped. Got a baby. Mountain goats everywhere today. This is so fun. There's like, we've run into a whole herd of like at least 20 of them. You guys don't understand. I have wanted to see mountain goats for so long. My only encounters have always been like, either I see them from really, really far away, or like barely catch a glimpse and then they're gone. So today was very exciting for me. I love it. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Aquash and Victor, our Hungarian friends that left really early this morning, they are skipping Bend and going straight to Big Lake Youth Camp, which is this church camp that they're so hospitable. They literally feed us, give us hot showers, and hold on to our packages for us, all for free. And I think that's like 10 miles from here. So technically we didn't need to send a package there, but we did. We could have resupplied in Bend, but it's kind of really nice not to worry about resupplying when we're in town and instead just focus on resting and having a good time. So yeah, we said bye to them. I don't know if we're gonna catch them again. We might someday, but that's just kind of like the way SOBO hikers do things. There's a couple of tramleys out here that are SOBO hikers, but they're really hard to form. People just go their own pace and do their own thing, and it's honestly been really fun just kind of jumping around from group to group and getting to know everybody out here. Parks, let her kiss you.
In my face?
Right now, just like
Trail
like, find me some information.
magic.
It's like this, no networking off. They said this is getting a bit eerie. And he's like, oh, are you went to
Oh,
video of the
I don't want this. I gotta get an action shot. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
We are at the Super 8 Motel, and it is super.